Governor Makinde of Oyo State has just dropped a political bombshell that has everyone in Nigeria talking. During a media chat with journalists in Ibadan earlier today, the governor was asked directly about his presidential ambitions for 2027, and his response was as bold as it gets. Makinde declared that he is not just qualified but overqualified to lead Nigeria. And this statement has set social media on fire and sparked intense conversations across the country. The governor made these remarks on Tuesday during a media parley with select journalists in Ibadan, where he spoke extensively about governance, national politics, and the state of democracy in Nigeria. What makes this statement particularly interesting is the way Makinde backed up his claim. He pointed to his experience as a two-term governor and his professional background, stating clearly that to serve Nigeria at the highest level, he is qualified and even overqualified. The confidence in his voice and the directness of his statements have left many Nigerians wondering if this is a subtle declaration of his intention to run for president. The governor did not stop at just declaring his qualifications. He drew comparisons with President Tinubu, noting that Tinubu's pathway to the presidency came through serving as governor of Lagos State for 2 terms. Makinde emphasized that by the end of May 2027, God willing, he would have completed his own 2 terms as governor of Oyo State, putting him in a similar position. This comparison is significant because it shows that Makinde is not just speaking from emotion, but is pointing to a well-established political pathway in Nigeria where state governors have successfully transitioned to the presidency. But wait, there is more to Makinde's credentials than just his political experience. The governor highlighted his private sector background, revealing that at age 29, while some of his colleagues were still completing their youth service, he was already running a company and working for multinational oil companies including Shell, ExxonMobil, and Chevron. This detail is crucial because it paints a picture of someone who has excelled both in the private sector and in public service, a combination that many Nigerians believe is necessary for effective leadership at the national level. Now, before you click away, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because we are about to dive deeper into the political drama that is unfolding and you do not want to miss any updates on this developing story. Despite his strong assertion of qualifications, Governor Makinde stated that it was still premature to make a definitive declaration about the 2027 presidential race. This careful balancing act shows political savvy because while he is making his capabilities known, he is not rushing into an official declaration that might expose him to early attacks from political opponents. The timing of testing the waters without fully committing is a smart political strategy that allows him to gauge public reaction. The really juicy part of today's revelation came when Makinde spoke about the internal dynamics of the People's Democratic Party. The governor revealed that he was shocked when he attended a meeting with President Tinubu and Nyesom Wike, where the FCT minister volunteered to hold the PDP for Tinubu against 2027. This revelation is explosive because it shows the deep divisions within the opposition party. Makinde made it clear that while Wike can support President Tinubu in 2027, he will not. This open declaration of disagreement with his former ally shows that the gloves are coming off in the battle for the soul of the PDP. The relationship between Makinde and Wike has deteriorated in more recent months over disagreements over the party's national convention, with both sides laying claim to legitimate leadership and control of the PDP. Remember that these 2 politicians were once close allies who worked from part of the group of 5 governors that worked to ensure that the PDP presidential ticket was zoned to the south. Their current rift has significant implications for the 2027 elections and the future of opposition politics in Nigeria. Governor Makinde also disclosed that President Tinubu had asked him to organize the APC in Oyo State, but he declined, stating that he could not act against the interest of his political party, the PDP. This revelation shows Makinde's loyalty to his party, despite the internal crisis, and also suggests that there might be ongoing efforts by the ruling party to weaken the opposition by wooing key figures. The governor expressed concern about the growing wave of defections by governors and senior politicians to the ruling APC, warning that this trend is unhealthy for Nigeria's democracy. He emphasized that his immediate priority is ensuring the survival of the PDP and protecting Nigerian democracy from drifting into a one-party system. This positioning as a defender of democracy and opposition politics could resonate with many Nigerians who believe that a healthy democracy requires strong opposition parties to check the excesses of those in power. What does all this mean for Nigerian politics and the 2027 elections? First, it shows that the opposition is not sitting idle and that despite internal challenges, there are leaders within the PDP who are positioning themselves as alternatives to the current administration. Second, Makinde's bold declaration might inspire other potential candidates within the opposition to also make their intentions known, leading to a more competitive primary process. Third, the open disagreement between Makinde and Wike signals that the PDP will need to resolve its internal crisis if it hopes to present a united front in 2027. As we continue to monitor this situation, one thing is certain: Nigerian politics is heating up and the road to 2027 is going to be filled with drama, strategic alliances, and possibly more surprising revelations. Governor Makinde has thrown down the gauntlet, declaring himself overqualified for the presidency. Whether this confidence translates into an official campaign and ultimately electoral success remains to be seen, but one thing we know for sure is that the conversation about 2027 has officially begun. What do you think about Governor Makinde's statement? Is he really overqualified to be president, or is this just political posturing? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below, and do not forget to like this video and share it with your friends who love Nigerian politics. Stay tuned for more updates as this story develops.